At Citrus Bowl, what a great week, and a great venue, and we appreciate this bowl, and our players really enjoyed being part of the community here. And you know, look, you get these opportunities and you want to be able to celebrate your season, enjoy the bowls and the atmosphere, and then you want to go play well. And we did that today. We played really well. Our guys executed at a high level. They competed at a high level. We were not at full strength, but that didn't stop our guys from putting in the time and the effort. Jarek is here with me because here's a senior who could have easily not played in this game, but took virtually every snap out there, and so he was our MVP on defense today. And what it means to have somebody like him come into our program and really steady things for us in our program and show what true commitment is and doing it the right way every single day. And obviously Malik was electric today. You know, made big plays all over the field, and you know, that's kind of, you know, the mantle, you know, of LSU wide receivers, and it's his opportunity now, and you could see that he wanted to make sure that he made a statement out there today. So congratulations to Purdue. They were in a very difficult situation as well, but you know, our guys handled it well today and played at a high level.
All right, if you have any questions for Coach Malik, or we'll start in the front, down here.
Malik, congratulations on getting the Player of the Game award there. 163 with 9 catches, then getting to throw one as well. It's a pretty complete day. Have you ever had a day better than that, or what does it feel like to deliver on the stage like this?
You know, it's a big stage to come out here, you know, in Orlando, in the Citrus Bowl, you know, and perform at a high level and win the MVP award. So, you know, 3 drops, you know, that I could have easily caught, could have changed that, but you know, I'm very happy with the outcome of this game and hoping to carry on into next year.
All right, let's stay on the left, second row.
Coach, you said yesterday that it was a plan to stop their passing attack. Had 4 sacks, 3 interceptions. What can you say about the defense's performance?
Amazing, right? I mean, we drew it up on a napkin, and the guys just, for me, it was fun to watch them play today because they played with great effort, great desire. The will to win these games is obviously, you know, important. You got to have that, but they executed a defense that we had only put in for about 2.5 weeks, and really proud of their execution and the way they played today.
We'll stay on the left, and then we'll go to the riser.
Brian, I guess what can you say about, what have you seen from Malik's development since you got here, and what do you think he can be next year as kind of the main guy?
Yeah, I just think he's maturing. You know, I think we've gone through, understanding, how to be in the right zone emotionally to his preparation and practice, where he's preparing harder than anybody else, to, flipping the switch to performance. Look, he mentioned one of the drops. He drops the ball, but he comes back the very next play and makes a spectacular play. His ability to focus and then refocus, that's the maturity that you see from Malik in terms of how he's grown in this past year, and I'm really proud of him.
All right, go to the back of the room, the riser.
Questions for Jarek. You know, a lot has been made about what Purdue is missing, but I think those of us that cover you know what you're missing as well. Just if you would talk about the job that you guys as the secondary did and the defensive front, really to fill in those holes, whether it's Makai, Jacoby, and whomever, Jay stepping up big again.
I mean, we just wanted to go out there and attack the game plan and just execute on every phase, starting with the front 4 all the way to the back end. We just wanted to go out there and just do our job and get this 10th win. So
we'll go back.
Thank you. Malik, for you, what does a performance like this allow you to be able to do in taking this type of momentum into your junior season?
This performance, it shows that, I'm able to, come out here, perform at a high level with anybody, in any conference. So it's something that I can build on to next year, keep my confidence up.
All right, we'll go back on the left.
You've had quite the past year. When you look at 10 wins, a Citrus Bowl win, and everything you've gone through, what will stand out from your first year at LSU?
Probably the relationships with the players and developing, new relationships with, 115 players and getting to know them. That to me, in year one, the first time here, you don't know any of the players, and they don't know you. I think our first press conference, I keep saying press conference, our first meeting said, hey, we're going to build trust, but it's going to take time for both sides. And I think that's what happened. And I'll remember that in year one, that process of building trust.
All right, we'll go to the back, and then we'll come back up here.
Coach, here in the back, obviously you can't have fun if you don't win, but it seemed like you got here a week early, you did some things, the team had a good time, you called some plays today that seemed kind of fun, and were you okay with them and celebrating the way they did, jumping on the couch?
I was, actually, and, obviously I probably crossed the line a little bit and got a penalty that's out of character for me, so I didn't apologize for the team, but they'll hold me accountable for it with SWAT points probably. But, look, I just, if they were to do something that was demeaning to the other team or not in good sportsmanship, we would have taken action. But they were having fun with each other. And if a bunch of old men can't get out of the way of that, we're in a bad spot. So let them have fun and enjoy it, and at least that's the way I saw it.
All right, we'll take one right here, and then we'll come down in front.
Hey, Coach. With Garrett, was the plan always for him to get some reps into this game, and how would you sort of evaluate his performance from today?
I thought he did well. I mean, and we made it clear he was going to go in the third series, and I didn't know what was going to happen after that, but just made it clear to him, go in, do your job. You got a job to do, get it done, and then we'll roll after that and see how it goes. And obviously he played a lot more. Way the game was kind of trending, he got even more playing time. But there's no quarterback controversy. Jalen is our number one quarterback. Garrett will get an opportunity to compete, though. And look, the most important thing is when you have two really good quarterbacks, you have to have an open mind. You can't be closed-minded when you're looking at two elite quarterbacks. So what we've committed to is an open mind and an open process where you can go in and we're going to give you an opportunity to continue to grow, and then that's going to allow both of our quarterbacks and Walker to continue to grow as quarterbacks at LSU.
All right, we'll go down here on the aisle, then we'll go back to the riser after that. Listen to you.
Brian, there's been some rumors floating around on social media about something, potential incident with your program. Are all of your coaches in good standing heading into the offseason with you and the university?
Absolutely, 100%. Yes. Look, I hold our players to high standards, and they know that. And we have a high standard. We have a high standard. I've been in it for 3 decades. We have high standards for everybody that's in our program. And that includes coaches and support staff and anybody that's affiliated with this program. And so they're held to that highest of standard as well. And so there are no coaches or support staff that are currently with me that have done anything that would require me to feel as they haven't met the highest of standards that are required within our program.
Take two from the riser back there.
Coach, I got two. First one will be quick. Do you think you can carry all 3 quarterbacks through the spring? And then my other one was just how big of a foundation is this? You talked about a 10th win and momentum and the things needed to get that today. Well, now you've done it. How does it pay off for you next year?
This one is really big. It obviously was a convincing win. It showed more about how our guys handled distractions, but when it's time to get back to preparation, how they can prepare and not be distracted by doing things like being at the bowl game. And that carries on into next year, where they understand that if they stick with their process and preparation, they're going to be a really good football team. And so we got that accomplish today. I absolutely 100% believe that all three quarterbacks are going to be with us, and all of them we've had conversations with, and feel that that's the direction we're going.
All right, take another one on the back.
Coach, you're known for your dance moves. Did you bust any out in the locker room after this win?
My players would disagree with that. That I'm known for anything else but being less than a dancer. I was excited for them, to be quite honest with you. And you know, when you play this well in a bowl game, to finish strong, it really was more about celebrating them and what they accomplished. So I held back a little bit today on the dance moves, and probably did a little too much on the sideline.
All right, we'll go to the second row here.
This is from Malik. So 63 points in this bowl game is a record. What can you say about contributing to that record?
I mean, you know, it's a team effort. You know, we was gritty. You know, we came out a week early. You know, we could have had any reason to not come out here and play fast. You know, we had some time off. You know, had some fun, but we was locked in to understand what our main goal was to come here and win and get our 10th win. You know, we had fun, but when it was practice time, we practiced and executed. When it was game time, you know, we came out, as you can see, and executed at a high level. So, you know, that was key.
Yeah, we're going to stay on the left, and then we'll go to the back again. Green shirt here, third row. Still have a question?
Also for Malik, obviously you had some disappointment in the season, but to look at the whole season from start to finish, and to finish with this MVP trophy, how do you look back on the entire season that you've had?
You know, I think it made who, you know, I wanted to become. You know, at the beginning of the season wasn't how I wanted to come out. In my sophomore season, you know, we all don't wish, you know, to come out and be, you know, emotional like I was, but, you know, to come back and see all my teammates, you know, lifting me up through week after week, you know, it made me strong, and it made me, you know, want to, you know, perform at a high level with them. So this is like I believe my second MVP of my whole, you know, life, and, you know, I really going to be appreciative of this one.
All right.
Coach, as you go away for a while, what has Mason Smith shown you since the injury? What does he continue to show you? You know, he's here all week. He's helping guys warm up. He's participating in every single thing that you do. And 8 months from now, you know, him being on the field right here.
Yeah, Jack, that's a great question, and I would be remiss to not, you know, name him in particular for the way he's hung in there with our team and matured. You know, he's recognized the value of his education. He's doing well in the classroom. He was at the pep rally with us. He was, you know, at Fun Spot. That's a big man to put on some of those rides, but he was great with the kids. And it's just, you know, for me, in the field that I'm in, everybody sees me in my office on the sideline, but I get up every morning watching development of young men, and to see his growth and development has been amazing, and he needs to take credit for that.
Two more, one in the back, then one up front.
Malik, Coach talked about it, but just the play calls that they called today, rotating the quarterbacks, you know, having fun is what it looked like you guys were doing. How important was it to kind of go out there and just have some fun as this team one last time before you guys push on to next year?
You know, my coaches, you know, Coach Kelly, you know, Coach Hank, they always talk about, you know, have fun. You know, don't be so stuck up into trying to, you know, get all the highlights. You know, if it's destined for you, it's going to come. So today it was, you know, destined for me to have, you know, this amazing game. You know, my coaches put me in different positions. You know, I switched from Z to W in Auburn week, and then switched back to Z this week. And, you know, didn't have a lot of time to, you know all the new plays, but, you know, I digged, and, you know, I focused in on what I had to do for the team, and I came out very successful. And I appreciate my coaches.
All right, we'll close up here.
This is for Jarek mainly, I think. The final moment of y'all's season is Quad Wilson, a walk-on returning pick 6 for a touchdown, and the entire pretty much team rushing the field. What was it about him doing that in that moment that was maybe so exciting for y'all?
I mean, that's what you look for. Guys like getting at the end of the game, guys that you don't usually see the field, younger guys making plays, and to see a play like that, it's just unreal. I mean, we just had to have fun, and we just really enjoyed that moment to see him go out there and make a play like that.
I want to answer this too. To see Quad, Quad is on scout team, every week pushing us to go harder, running fast around, keeping everybody up. To see him come in this game, probably not thinking that he was going to play in this game and make an impact on this game, I'm very proud of how he handled it, and that's why we were so, proud of him for doing that, because we understand like what he came in here and did for the scout team, for the offense, and I'm very proud of him.
And for the record, Frank Wilson got the penalty on that one because he ran onto the field as well. So that's not on me, that's on Coach Wilson, and he's happy to take that 15-yard penalty, by the way. I said, you're good with me.
Well, thank you, Coach Kelly, Jarek, Malik, for your time. Congratulations,
Appreciate
and we'll see you back here in September.
Yes?
Emily.
Additional LSU player availability will be outside if there's on the way to their